Greetings YouTube, LMSTactical. Out here walking the dogs, and I want to do a quick video. This will be series 3 on my video series, which is, I couldn't think of any good names, so I just called it Action America. The reason I called it that is because I think it's time that those of us that are conservative, or those of us that are not happy with the direction of the country, we need to start taking action. And that's such an overused statement. But what I mean by it is we need to really start taking action. Not just bitching and complaining like I do and most of us do. And some of us get understandably overwhelmed with the direction of the country and the challenges, so we don't know what action to take. And so I'm going to throw out a few ideas, and I'm going to ask everybody to submit their own. And as always, I'll encourage everybody to read the comments on these videos because we got some very smart people out here. With that being said, what can we do? What can we do that's effective? Listen, the presidential elections are going to be here before we know it. So time is really short, and we have no excuse anymore. Jesus Christ, bald eagle flying over the water. Nice. I can't get it with this camera. Charlie, this way. Hey, come here. This way. Oh, you gonna take a crap? Sure. Come here, buddy. Come here, your brother's got to take a dump. This way, come on. So, dog taking a dump. So basically, are you going to pick it up? No, I'm not. I made a video on that, so don't hate me. It's off the beaten path, come on. So, presidential elections are going to be here before we know it. And listen, people, let's look at it tactically. What does the other side do that we don't do? And what do they do well? They get involved, and they stay involved all year long. You know, we can't wait till a month before the election and start trying to get involved. And, you know, it doesn't work, people. The time to start is yesterday. So let's start right now. Let's collectively come up with some ideas. What can we do? And I'm going to ask some tough questions here. I'm just as guilty as the next guy for having ideas and not following through with them. Stakes are too fucking high, man. We can't do that anymore. The other team, you know, they go out and they protest and they get involved visually, which is psychologically demoralizing to their enemy, which is us. Those of us that believe in the Constitution. So why is it that they do that? We all know the answer to that. That's because these guys... What the fuck was that? Oh. Squirrel. These guys, for the most part, aren't working. They're sucking off of the taxpayer. They got all the time in the world to go out there and protest. Most of them are so fucking non-informed, and in some cases just stupid, they don't really even understand the ramifications of what it is they're saying. They just get directed by the puppet masters and they do what they're told. But you've got the smart ones that establish, you know, whole systems of where they'll go into the impoverished neighborhoods and with buses and pick up these fucking people and give them some fucking lunch or a meal coupon or something, some incentive. Anything free is an incentive. So, what stops us from doing that? Why is it, I mean, do you own a bus company? Do you know somebody in your family that has a bus? Why couldn't you start doing your homework now and finding out what area, or how can I say this, like finding social media in your area? Start a Facebook page. Getting people out to vote. I mean, I'm going to tell you something, man. I've done things before. I was one of the guys that volunteered for 2 years to answer the suicide hotline. Man, as corny as it sounds, there is nothing as fulfilling as volunteering your time for a good cause. And friends, there is no better cause than the future of this country. I never get tired of this. Look at this. Look at the water color. I don't know if you can see that, but the colors here change by the minute, and it is so gorgeous out here. Unbelievable. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was a cool... I don't know if I got that on video, probably not, but a bird just took off really cool. Am I even holding this thing right side up now? I'm completely turned around, I don't know. Oh, shit. Run me over, why don't you? Beautiful. So, yeah, you know, does somebody in your family own a bus company, or have some sort of a way to transport groups of people? What if you started a Facebook page? It's very easy to do. Don't get intimidated if you're older. Go to Facebook and click around until you see the section that says start a page or whatever, or a whatever the hell it is. Somebody put it on the comments. I can't think right now. But you know, I've got one. I've got a Facebook page that says LMSTactical videos, and it's a way to direct my Facebook followers to the YouTube channel. Start a page up about getting involved in your section, in your area of town. Maybe you can help coordinate the transportation of older people that can't get to the voting polls. You'll feel so much better about yourself, believe me. We can talk about letter writing campaigns, you know. How many of us have actually written a letter to our representatives? Unfortunately, not many. And I can tell you from experience, it feels great when you do. You feel like you're taking part in the system. And this is a system that we're all part of and we all complain about, but do we really get involved? Let's fight fire with fire. Let's get very, very closely involved now. We don't even know who's running. We don't know what who's going to be doing what. But let's be a part of the solution. Yeah, the process. What about some real crazy, radical ideas like having meetings at your house with people who are of the same political slant as us and discussing things we can do? You know, these protests I talked about. People go to these protests and they're not working, so they don't have to worry about being seen on the news. You know, you look at the liberals and the people that are out there protesting, and they don't have jobs, and they don't have to worry if their bosses see them on the news holding a sign. You do, I understand that. Us shutting down and not expressing how we feel because we've been bullied into silence, whether it's about racial issues, like my last video, whether it's about like pretending that white on black violence is worse than black on white. Knowing the reality and being silent is acquiescing in a way. It's helping the enemies of freedom. Maybe we have to lose our jobs. If it comes down to it, maybe we need to challenge this shit in court. And I know it's a lot easier said than done. I understand that court cases can take a year, and they count on this. Listen, the left counts on the fact that you're not willing to risk your reputation by voicing your beliefs. We have got to say enough's enough, because this is probably our very last chance, if it's even at all doable, to salvage what's left of this beautiful country. We've got to turn it around. You know, my dad and I were talking about Winston Churchill and some of the, you know, how people are, the right people in history show up at the right time, and how he was completely fucked over once the war was over. You know, his own country just shit on him. But look at all the good he did. And, you know, and my comment to my father was, yeah, where's our guy now? I wish he'd show up now. But we can't wait around, man. We've got to collectively start using social media the same way the bad guys use it. Everybody uses it. College people are getting laid from Facebook. Let's turn it into a device that is not just sharing posters and emails and pictures of how fucked up Obama is with each other. Let's really turn it around. And in the end, if the country falls to socialism, if the country is completely lost, at least we'll know that it wasn't because we sat on our hands and we didn't do anything. Let's get directly involved in the saving of this country, no matter what it costs. If it costs us our jobs, then we're unemployed, we're homeless. Because in the end, doing nothing is going to cost you your country. We know that instinctively, we know that to be the case. So we've got to get off our asses and get involved, and that includes myself too. This is a pep talk for me. So please, do some thinking and post right here in the comment section some ideas. And then when you post them, don't go back to watching videos of some guy in a flying suit or a chipmunk dancing and forget about it. Put your plan into action. Give me some ideas on how I can motivate others. That way we're working together. This is our problem. There's no America on the horizon that we can flee to or reach out to for help. We are the solution. Patriotic Americans who love the concepts of America. Give it some thought, my friends. I don't want to sound melodramatic, but God damn it. It's now or never. God bless America, and God bless each and every one of you. LMS Tactical out.